Welcome everyone. So for class today, possibly blocks, a strap, and you also might want a blanket and even wall space. We're going to get started in this seated position, so you can go ahead and make your way there. Just get comfortable. And when you sit down, close your eyes. And try to harmonize in with the internal spaces, your spine, your breath. And observe how you're experiencing these moments. What are you connecting with? Or where is your attention going? See what it's like to lean into that, to become more conscious about how you're feeling and thinking and what this experience is of sitting with your eyes closed. All of that is more resource, more awareness. And as yogis, each time that we come to the mat, our awareness expands. We use tools, be it breathing practices or mental focus or expansion, physical alignments, to help us connect more meaningfully with our own self, with our body, our higher consciousness, everything in between. We practice to take care of ourselves, to reconnect to that state of openness, of balanced gifting and receiving, and of acknowledgement of how we are part of something greater. Each one of us connected to other loves in our life, beings, the planet itself. Can you deepen the breath a little bit more right now? Can you feel or identify places in this moment that were maybe not as heightened or you were not as aware of in the beginning of the meditation? Perhaps behind your knees or around your eyes or something etheric. It's taught in the yoga practices that more we are willing to connect with ourselves, and the more that we are willing to acknowledge how we are connected with each other, the closer to true freedom we get. Freedom of being exactly who we are, of loving and supporting, gifting, receiving, expanding more and more and more and more and more, experiencing the qualities or the state that's called moksha. So we'll use these tools as practice today to try to create more connection, more expansion, to try to bring all of us, each part of ourselves, into play. So give yourself permission to remain in this seat with your eyes closed. Breathing steadily in and out. If you'd like to shift your shape from a classical seated position to Avadrasana Thunderbolt, the pose where you're sitting on your heels, tucking your toes under, stretching through the soles of the feet, you can do that. We're all going to put in some movement. With the arms as you inhale, turn the palms out and up and bring the arms towards the sky, fingertips touch overhead. Then turn your palms away towards the sides of the room. Exhale, press palms down towards the floor. Inhale, palms turn out, opening to the sky. Lift your arms. Exhale, palms turn in. And fingers go down to the floor. A few more times like this, breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, Exhaling. Try to get the breath to be bigger. The stretches to be bigger. And through the repetition, you're going to be able to discover how to expand more and more and more. And it will be unique to you in your body. So look for those internal cues. Look for those internal connections that lead to more awareness, that lead to more openness. 2 more cycles, breathing in, reaching the arms up. Breathing out, bringing the hands down, and just 1 more inhalation and exhalation. Coming forward, tabletop position, cat-cow. Similarly, look for the boundary of your movement. As well as the boundary of the breath. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Inhaling cow pose. Exhale as you round to cat, move your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, coming forward, scooping open cow. Exhale, round and release back towards a child's pose-ish form. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Get creative with this. Get as big as you want it to be. Right, trust in the sensation of your body as it guides you into opening. And 1 more time, fully in. Now this time, downward facing dog pose as you exhale, going back. Any and all movements in down dog. Right? So the moksha practice, like freedom, is going to look different in every body. Your connections will be unique for you. The movements required to make those connections will be unique to you. You're all advanced practitioners. I've practiced with you all before. And even if this were your very first time, how you would move, how you would adjust, and how you would experience the pose would still be unique to you. Take a few more breaths to discover what's helping you work in, what's helping you to feel more. It can be something as simple as, oh, my shoulder feels tight, my calves are tight. Or perhaps some deeper truths are coming into clarity. You're gonna roll forward to plank, inhaling. You're gonna roll back to down dog, exhaling. Try to tone deeper core muscles. Inhale, roll forward. Try to connect more deeply with your abdominals. Exhale, roll back. 3 more times. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. You can roll forward as you inhale, lower down as you exhale, all the way to the ground. Cobra Rolls, inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, lowering down. A few of these. Give yourself permission to sway, to play with all different kinds of boundaries, right? So that you're coming into some mindful stretching. Some valuable openings for you. Be totally willing to adjust your hands, your legs to make it look completely different. All in an attempt to experience greater amounts of moksha, freedom, and relief. Down dog. Down dog, twisted split. Right leg up to the sky, bend, and go ahead and reach it over. You're gonna bring your right foot forward, low lunge. Try to come up onto your fingertips or onto blocks, right? So that you feel really lofty. You feel kind of high and lifted, buoyant almost. You're gonna bring your left knee to the floor. So you can pat it with a blanket if you'd like. Come upright in your arms. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, tap back down. Inhale, coming up, reach. Exhale, tap back down. 3 more times. Breathe in, think about the very beginning of practice. Breathe out, try to stay light in your fingertips as you tap down. And again, inhaling up. Exhaling down, try to stay light in your heart space. Down dog, twisted split, right leg up and back. Notice if anything changes as you just start to suggest to your body lightness. Second side, left leg down dog, twisted split. I'm gonna bring the left foot forward, low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. Yeah, trying to find a lightness into this place as well. And it's a part of my journey, as you might be able to notice, is balancing my hips around, my back leg around. But that doesn't mean that works for everyone. It's just something that helps me to feel lighter. Anjaneya. And everyone's journey towards moksha is unique. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So the poses are a gentle framework. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just like every practice is a gentle guideline framework. Inhale up, down. You're going to do 2 more for us to discover more about ourselves. Last one. Stay lifted as you bring your hands to the floor, down dog, twisted split. Both feet to the floor. Find the full stretch, downward facing dog pose. However you access that today, maybe you're more in your arms, maybe you're more in your legs, your core. Inhaling, looking forward, and exhale, step or hop front of the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to fold. Try that a few more times. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, fold. Just moving on your breath. I'm going to come down to squat Malasana. Now we're aiming to open up and to feel the hips, prepping for where we're going with the next pose. So if you need to be on blocks for your Malasana, grab blocks and put them under your hips, totally fine. Feet are as close together as works for you. Your feet are flat on the floor, maybe snuggled in. Tucking the chin, grounding down from your pelvis through the legs into the floor. Yeah. One more breath, Malasana. Good. And then go ahead. Uttanasana, forward fold. Coming upright to stand. Shift weight onto your right foot. Bring your left leg up, tree pose. Calf, or all the way up through the thigh. Standing on the right foot, left leg is bent. Stage 1, hands are at the hips to stabilize. Squeeze the hips in, root through the standing leg. Stage 2, bring your left hand to the thigh, push down into it. And as much as you're pressing your hand down, push your thigh up, and that should help you turn on your outer core. Right? Keep that right arm to the sky. Good. And if we're in the business of discovering even more about ourselves, about our balance, about our limits, about our sensation, you can start to side stretch over towards the bent knee. Can you pay attention in a more meaningful way to the subtlety of the stretch? Even if this pose is very easy for you, what can you do to engage in a way that allows you to truly feel opening? Come back upright. Take your hands back behind you, interlacing the hands of the low back, and try to go for a bit of a back bend. The shoulders back, spine long and even. Both feet to the floor when you want to come out. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fold down. We're going to flow. Inhale, lengthen. Down dog. Or straight chaturanga. From your down dog, inhale, high plank. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Pedal through the legs. If you need more flow, do the flow again a few more times. You're going to look forward as you inhale, step or jump in front of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Squat, Malasana. 5 breaths. Forward fold. Upright to stand. Vrikshasana, stand on the left leg. Tree pose, second side. Come on in. Hands at the hip, stage 1. Right hand to the right thigh, stage 2. Pushing down into the thigh. Thigh presses up into the hand. Turn the obliques on. Left arm to the sky. Side stretch, stage 3. There's no right or wrong amount of time to be in each variation. You just get to discover what feels valuable for you today. Back bend. Changing the interlace of the hands, so it's just non-habitual. Wonderful. And then front of the mat flow. Little vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog pose. So you can just step there, or from your down dog, inhale, roll to high plank. Exhale, roll back to down dog. 2 more times, try to engage deeper core muscles. This time, bring it through chaturanga. Back bend. Down dog. Right leg for split. Bend and twist. Discover the valuable stretch. You're going to bring your right foot forward between your hands and turn the left foot flat to the floor. Down dog lunge, walk your hands towards the front left corner of the mat. And push your hands away from the heart like you're doing down dog in your upper body. And just let your hips go back. Lift and spread the toes. Try to keep the legs active. And can you notice what it's like to plug your thigh bones up into the hip sockets? We're going to go from this posture to triangle pose. Try to keep your hips back for a little bit. For anyone with tight hips, right hand inside of the right foot. Full pose has the right hand outside of the right foot. Slowly start to straighten the right leg, wrapping the butt underneath you. Left arm will go to the sky. The goal is more engagement, right? More meaningful connection. So try to feel your entire body as active in the shape. With or without your blocks, from triangle, shift to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. And you might be having a day where balance feels challenging. And that's wonderful. You use the information of the challenge. We're going to do something a little different. I want you to bend into the right knee a little bit as you look at the floor. Keep the right knee gently bent. And then you're going to come upright, but bring your left knee into the chest. Arms will be out to the side. Kind of like Karate Kid, if you're familiar with that movie. Wrap your left leg around the right eagle pose. Left arm goes underneath, holding your shoulders. Or double wrap the arms, wrapping the forearms. Squeeze arms and legs together, lower down. And pull the ribs back. We're going to feel just a little more in this series. Keep the arms as they are, but unwind the legs and send the left leg back. Warrior 3. Maybe shift the arms to something more classical for you. High lunge pose. This is the end of the series. Hold the left wrist side, stretch to the right. The goal is connection, friends. We want to be feeling more and more and more. Challenge is a part of that. Inhale up. Exhale, step or flow to dog. Observing how we respond as things start to heat up. What happened to that slow, gentle practice we seem to be having? All of a sudden, we're stacking all these poses. Who signed up for that? Yeah. So whatever that response is, just see it and breathe through it. It's not good or bad, it's just happening. Left leg up, bend and twist. Enjoy the split. Left foot forward, down dog lunge. Hands towards the front right corner of your mat. Organically shift in the pose, right? Mindfully feel how far back the butt can go, how integrated your femur bones are into their sockets. Triangle pose. Try to keep the thigh bones in the hip. From triangle half moon. Here's that weird thing from half moon, that kind of Karate Kid transition into eagle pose. Aside from that, fairly familiar posturing sequence. Wrap the arms, maybe double wrap. And what do you look for in the familiarity? And what takes you further into your practice? Start with the legs, unbind towards warrior three legs. Maybe add the arms. High lunge with a side stretch. And then a flow. Eyes open or closed. Try to recall that initial seated meditation state. Is there a way for you to readjust in your down dog right now? And then look forward as you inhale, step or jump as you exhale. Lengthen the spine, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms wherever works best for you. And perhaps deliberately try something different to notice how that feels. Perhaps deliberately sit deeper. Right, what's turning you on? Meaning your literal awareness expanding. You're going to come to stand knee to chest, right knee in. Take hold of the shin. Cool. You don't need a strap for this, but for those of us that want to have complete straight legs, you can grab a strap if that feels helpful. You're going to hold your right leg like half happy baby, grabbing the outside of the foot with the right hand or the big toe. Using a strap is perfectly fine. I want you to let your butt go back. So your butt's going to go back, and that's going to help you, just like down dog lunge helped you get into triangle pose. Butt back and slowly start to straighten the leg out to the side. With the butt back, it's easier to integrate the femur bones. Now, this is only a partially complete posture because you need to wrap the buttock underneath you. And the left arm can go out to the left. So we're looking for integration here. Vin-Hatha Hasta Padangusthasana 2. Now, when you want to come out, just try a little game. No hands for a moment. And then you're going to cross the right leg in front of the left. Take the arms up to the sky. Hold on to the right wrist and side stretch, squeezing legs in, lengthening tailbone down. Almost like you're trying to hollow out in your core a little bit more. Both grounding and expanding. You can come back upright, uncross the legs, and we'll try the second side. Knee to chest. Great. You can just stay right here as long as you require. Hold the outside of the foot or the big toe, or grab your strap, butt back. Keep the butt back. Extend the leg. Keep the leg as extended as it's going to be, including a deep bend, and then wrap the buttock underneath you. Right arm out. Since we're trying to feel more, No hands for a moment or two. And then you bring the leg down, cross it in front, arms go up, hold on to the left wrist, squeeze your thighs together, side stretch. And inhale up. Both feet flat on the floor, front of the mat. Full stretch. Exhale, fold down to the floor. Flow to downward facing dog pose, please. Full vinyasa. And then do that flow again. Inhale, roll forward into high plank. Exhale, down dog 3 times. Chaturanga. Back bend. Down dog. I want you to visualize in your down dog jumping to squat to Malasana. Just think about it. Picture it. And then try. So in your squat, we're going to gently twist. Go ahead and take your right arm out in front of your right leg, left hand to the thigh. Gently squeeze the legs in and lift your spine, shoulders back. So the right shoulder especially will want to pop forward. So try to only twist so far as you can get the right shoulder to deliberately be moving back or to be pressing back. Turn towards the left. Another breath, and then you're going to change sides. Inhaling, coming out of the twist, the left arm goes in front of the left leg. You hug the left leg and the left arm together. Right hand goes to the thigh. Start to twist, but keep pressing back. Come back to the first side. Try to work it just one more time. And see if you'd like to go a little further, or your body would like to go a little further. You might want to try for the whole bind, taking the left arm up, wrapping it around your ribs, wrapping the right arm around your thigh bone. Changing sides anytime you're ready. I'm going to do wide leg forward fold coming out of the pose. Feet wider than your hips. In front of your mat, if you're not already there, wide leg forward fold. Hold your ankles. Gently pull yourself deeper into the pose. Keeping the feet wide, wide-legged chair pose, Uber Utkatasana. Press the balls of the big toes down and the outer heels down. Stabilize all the way up through the knee and back into your hips. Flow to downward facing dog pose. Roll forward and back 3 times. retrain the deep core. Right? Try to pull in more resource. And then after your third time, chaturanga, back bend, down dog. Look forward as you inhale, step or jump, exhale, front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, hands to the hips, legs together. Shift weight onto your right foot, lift the left ankle, cross it over the knee. Keep your hands on your hips and just work the hips back, getting deeper and deeper. Arms forward. Stage 2, trying to get your chest parallel with the floor. Hands to the ground, stage 3. Right? Which one allows you to feel more of your body in a way that you'd like to develop and build, right? Or explore. You can change sides whenever you're ready. Chair pose. You do not have to be at my pace. Right ankle over left knee. Ikapada, Agni, Sambasana. Right. This is for your own experience of connection and freedom. Maybe arms forward. Maybe hands touch the floor. Come out when you're ready. We're all going to flow or step to downward facing dog pose. Take your time. Notice what's changing in your down dog. One of the more consistent postures for practice today. How have you been able to deepen or to refresh the pose? Visualize jumping into squat and try it again. Take a seat, hands back behind you, feet flat on the floor, knees bent. So the seated version of the pose we just did, cross your left ankle over the right knee. That's how we started before. Roll the shoulders back, lift your spine. You can stay right here. It's delightful and widely accessible. If you'd like to go for a deeper hip opener, you're gonna toe heel. So the bottom foot is the right foot, right? The foot that's on the floor. Toe heel that foot across. So I'm toe heeling my right foot to the left. And then my legs will drop down and I'll be able to stack my legs for Agni Sambasana, fire log pose. Now, if this doesn't feel good to you, go back to the first stage, right? Where your knee is bent up to the sky. If you're in Agni Sambasana, you can fold forward. If you really want to do a forward fold, but you can't do full Agni, then just straighten your right leg onto the floor, okay? Set yourself up for something, fold in. Try to stay active in both of your feet, spreading the toes, flexing the feet at the ankles, engaging up to the hips. Going to come up. You're going to flow, or you're going to step to downward facing dog pose between sides. Either do a vinyasa or just step to dog. Engage with your down dog for 2 more breaths. Begin to visualize jumping into squat. Practice jumping from down dog into squat again. Have a moment in your squat. And then sit back, second side, seated Ikapada, Agni, Sambasana. This time, the right ankle over the left knee, or whatever your second side is. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting. Staying here, or toe heel, the left foot across, stacking the legs, folding forward, or any kind of variation of that you would enjoy. Try your best to keep the legs active in whatever pose, whatever shape you're doing. And you're going to make your way out again. Take your time. Step or flow to down dog. Now from your downward facing dog pose, again, visualize jumping into squat. And when the time is right, try to do that again. We're going to go Malasana into Bakasana. Snuggle in, squeeze the legs into your arms, press the arms out into your legs, and then hands to the floor. Lift up to the tiptoes, rock forward and back, squeezing your arms or your legs in, pressing your arms out. Try to hollow your abdomen, hollow in your core, and use your breath. Maybe float into the posture. Come back. Down dog. We're going to do one more attempt to jump from down dog into squat or maybe into crow. Whenever you're ready. One final time. After you're finished, take a seat. Legs out in front of you. Lean back onto your forearms and just rock your legs in and out. Try to do this until you feel the body settle considerably. It's such a lovely way of calming and resetting our nervous system. Rocking the legs around. Uh, mm. It works well with babies too. If ever you have access to little tiny beings, you can shake their legs around when they're laying down, help them reset. Come upright, Janu Shirshasana. Keep the right leg straight, bring the left leg back, drop the knee out. Now, depending on how you're feeling in your hips, you can fold down right between both legs, creating a more spacious approach, or you can turn and fold down the straight leg. Both are also an option, of course. Just discover what might feel best for you right now. Last breath. And change sides. Janu Shirshasana. Very gently make your way upright. Come to a seated position, comfortable seat. Maybe on a blanket, maybe on a block. Just getting to a place where the knees can drop down. Palms rest on the knees, downward facing. Breathe in and out through the nose. Eyes closed. And a source from that yogic tool belt, the breath practice of Kapalabate breathing. So the breath is in and out through the nose. We start to focus on the exhale more, pulling the navel back to the spine. Adding a little kind of like a staccato, forced breath. Imagining you're trying to blow a candle out with your nostrils. Exhale, 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 exhale. Try to keep building the pace, going faster and faster until you find a nice steady rhythm. Big inhalation. Hold for just a moment. And then out of your mouth, exhale. Natural breath in and out. Observe how you're feeling. Round 2. Breathe in through the nose and begin. Inhale. Hold again for just a moment. Feel all the space. Out of your mouth, exhale. Notice how you feel now and anything that's shifting or lighting up. Let's try one more, the longest set yet. Breathe in through the nose. Begin on your exhalation. Big inhalation. Hold it as long as you comfortably can and feel all the space that your body's creating. That sense of lightness, effervescence. Exhaling whenever you need to exhale. Turn your palms upward facing. Acknowledge the contribution of that aspect of practice. How much more of yourself do you feel? Downward facing dog pose. Notice the differences. Walk your feet forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Hands on the ground or hands on blocks. And standing split, shift to your right leg. Send the left leg back. Lift the left heel away towards the sky. And bring your hands to your calf, the right calf. Just take several breaths here, playing with balance. Changing sides when you're ready. Great. Now you can come back to the first side. If you have wall space available, come to it at the wall. And you might want to play with shifting into handstand or hopping towards handstand or pressing towards handstand. Standing split on the right leg. Stage 1, trying to hold the calf. Stage 2, hands on the floor, lift the heel, put more weight in your hands. From your heart, push down into the hands and try to press up, press up, press up towards the wall or towards handstand. Second side. Standing on the left leg, holding the calf or leaning forward, lifting the heel, trying to push up. And you try as many times as you'd like, and when you're finished, come to a seat, seated twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bending one leg back, doesn't matter which. Twisting towards the top knee. Counter twist. Changing sides. And counter twist your second side. Happy baby's pose, everyone. Have your blocks nearby. You might want them for support. From happy baby's pose, cross your right knee on top of your left knee. Bring the shins into your chest. Hold the shins. Supta Gomukhasana or stage 2 with the feet flexed. Hold the outside of each foot. Change the cross of the legs. Now, keeping the left knee on top, bring the right foot back down to the floor and move your hips over to the left. I'm going to go for the twist, taking the knees all the way across to the right to the floor, or if you'd like some support to the block. Arms will be out like a T or in cactus shape. Try your best to keep the left shoulder grounded. And gently changing sides. Be sure to bring the legs back through center, readjusting your hips, and then scoot the hips over to the right with the right knee on top. Legs will drop to the left. Gently unwind from this twist. Roll over to one side and come up for a seat one more time. One more breath practice. Nadi Chodana, the alternate nostril breathing. Taking your right hand, just bend the middle two fingers, the middle and the ring, and hold that with, yeah. Go ahead and close off your nose, the right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in through the left. Close off the left nostril with your finger and breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Close that nostril, releasing the left as you exhale out the left. Inhaling. Close off and exhale. Inhale right, close off, exhale left, inhale left, close off, exhale right, carry on at your own pace. The next time you exhale out of the left, bring both hands down, keep your eyes closed. Without using your hands, just imagine, visualize the breath, inhaling up the right, exhaling out the left. Visualize inhaling in the left, exhaling out the right, right, exhale left, inhale left, and exhale right. Take a deep breath in and evenly exhale out. Give yourself permission to remain just like this in meditation, or to come to any shavasana that feels good for you. And try to stay still as you feel the breath moving in and out. Notice all the space that you're aware of. Give yourself permission to remain just as you are. If you'd like to stretch, please stretch. If you'd like to come to a seat, if you're not already there, you can make your way. Wherever you are, take a moment to appreciate the effects of this practice, the different tools and techniques and pathways we explored, how it all came together, bringing you here. Hands of the heart acknowledge any sense of freedom, goodness, well-being, any way that you use these practices to connect more meaningfully into that connection to your true self. Gently bow. Chant a Om, easy breath in and out. Join anytime. Oh. Deep, deep peace. Om Shanti. Namaste.